Like, I've been sober for about 2 months.
Yeah, that's why I don't call you anymore.
This is the fucking craziest.
You're sober like off weed and everything?
I haven't been. It's been 30 years since I've been off. We had to put my son in sober living, right? So I was like, I'm gonna do this with him,
That's
right?
great.
Because he goes on the road with me, so it'd be weird for me to be in the green room smoking weed and be like, "Hey, pussy."
Yeah.
So, but being sober is.
You like it?
It's not what it's cracked up to be.
That was a test. If you fed me that bullshit, I was leaving. Dude.
Well, wait. I'm sorry.
I miss mushrooms more than I miss weed.
Oh, you're not even doing mushrooms?
No,
You're not doing anything.
I was doing 3 grams of mushrooms every Friday night for my comedy show.
Yeah, you were a big weed guy too,
Yeah.
right? Edibles and
For
all that?
30 years,
Yeah. So you
100
cut all that
milligrams a
out.
day at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, I cut everything out, man. And it's boring as fuck.
Son Jacob?
Jacob,
Yeah.
Dude, if you take one day off from drinking, you realize how many hours are in the day.
But I never drank.
Frightening.
I was
You're
never,
like, it's only 2 p.m.?
yeah. Am I up
What am I
already?
going to do till 6? 6 comes around, you're like, I can't fucking do this.
How many sandwiches can I
Oh my
eat
God.
in one
Then you got to go
day?
on stage. It's like, this is stupid. Life is hard, man.
Are you're sober right now or no?
No.
No, look at him.
No, but I am weaning. I know.
Look at this.
I had
Does
a
he
long
look
2
sober?
nights.
Long 2 nights.
It's my birthday.
Your whole life has
It
been
looks
a
like
long
we just
2
pulled him out
nights.
of a
He's
whiskey
fucking-
distillery 5 seconds ago.
I know.
He just talked about getting drunk at noon. What are you talking about? Ask him.
Yeah, I'm fun, though.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, you are.
That is true.
Enjoy your
Dude,
darts,
it's
dork.
Tough. It is tough when they start dropping like flies. Like everybody's,
Oh my God,
has.
I know.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not like so. I just don't really like to drink anymore. But like, it's not like I went sober. But everybody.
I want to get
I'm
to
gonna
that
get back
point.
to it, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
yeah?
not quitting for good. I'm
yeah.
just like,
Make sure
while
he's
he's
good and
getting
then-
his footing,
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't want to be out here.
So how
being
long have you
hyped.
been?
It's been almost 2 months for me.
Yeah, that's great.
Oh, okay.
That's a long.
But
because
it's still. I thought you were gonna say like you had been doing it for a couple of years or something like that. So
it
it's
feels
still-
like it.
Yeah.
And by the way, I'm not gonna last a couple of years. No. Fucking no. There's no way.
Did you like say like? I feel like if it was me, I don't know. If father son's a little bit different, but like if someone was like, "I'm gonna do this in solidarity with you," I'd be like, "You don't have to do that."
He told me
But
that.
yeah.
He was like, "You don't have. This is not your responsibility."
Right.
And I was like, "Yeah, but
But
I,
I'm your dad.
yeah,
and-
dude, you're and you're my guy, and I want to. If you're gonna do it and come on the road with me,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
seems
tough to
weird.
be around someone else the whole time.
dude, it
Go on the
seems
road.
weird.
Oh,
And more also that it was such a big part of my business. Like, I don't want to sit around and glorify what he's trying to,
Right.
the demon he's trying to
Yeah,
be.
yeah.
Yeah.
It feels like a
Yeah.
real
Yeah.
dick move. It feels like something
How you
Tommy's
doing
dad
over
would do.
there,
You know?
Did you
But yeah,
did you see John Stamos? What he did in
the ball
solidarity
cap,
with Dave,
shave
Dave
your head,
Coulier?
you pussy.
Bro, the only guy though in the world.
What do you
that
do? Stop sucking dick?
He fuck- you know when people shave their head for cancer and then the barber like shaves their head and
Yeah.
everyone cries?
Yeah.
He put on a bald cap and photoshopped it and then posted it on Instagram and said, putting on this bald cap in solidarity with Dave Coulier
Oh
who's
my
fighting
God.
cancer. Which is like the single most out of touch thing I've ever seen a celebrity do.
Dude.
Like to do it first of all and then brag about it. And he said,
As if you're doing
he said,
something.
He said,
Yeah,
put on
it's
a
not
bald
even a
cap
joke,
and
right?
flex
No.
my Photoshop
He wasn't
skills.
laughing afterwards?
No. It was,
Oh my
put
God,
on
what
a
a
ball
piece of
cap and
shit.
flex
Yeah.
my Photoshop skills.
I don't know. That
the
second
quote.
sentence makes me think he's joking.
I mean, I
but
think he recognized, but like I don't. I think that's a joke, but like doing it, I think he was not.
How
No,
good a
that was,
friend. You can't shave your head one time.
Bro, if you're Stamos,
One
have you
time.
seen his
you don't
hair,
think
bro?
he's getting put bald?
Stamos is.
Yes.
You're right.
He is.
But that's
He
like
is.
One, he could look like an orc at
It
this
doesn't
point.
matter.
you're
No,
not
he
wrong,
doesn't
but
like
it's
an
not
orc.
even
Yeah.
about getting.
does.
It's
He
not
looks
even
like-
about getting put. It's about being like, I have the greatest head of hair that has ever.
Gonna grow
existed.
back.
And I'll prove to you that it
Maybe.
is real.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Maybe it ain't
Maybe
real.
real. That's a good call.
He is
That's
handsome
a good call.
as
Bro, that
fuck,
hair
though.
is nuts. At every level, when he had the mullet in the '80s, when he had like the '90s kind of like part in the middle, and now it's just every
By the
level.
way, if you were just coming as and you never knew either one of them, but you could be like, which one's the comedian? You'd be like, I can pick that one. I can pick that one out.
Did you see Brandon Walker, a guy who works here, went viral recently for he's not Uncle Joey. He's not an uncle. He's never been called Uncle Joey on that show once.
Really?
He's Uncle.
Uncle Joey's Joey Diaz.
Uncle, yeah. He's just a friend. He's just Danny Tanner's friend in that show.
Oh, so they're gay.
Probably. He's
So
like, why
he's
is that
ju-
guy coming around so much? If
So
he's not
he's-
an uncle, why is he there every fucking
He's
day?
just got
That'd
a
be little
grown
weird.
man friend living with his kids.
I don't even know if they live. I think he's just there a lot. That was the whole thing, is that everyone thinks it was Uncle Joey and Uncle
Jesse.
Jesse.
Wait,
Right. It's
Dave
Uncle Jesse,
Coulier
but
didn't.
just Joey.
Neither one of them lived at the house. I think one of
No,
them.
no.
lived there.
Jesse lived in the
upstairs,
attic
yeah.
with Becky Katsopoulos. That's a little weird too.
Yeah, it's crazy that you're
Yeah.
rattling off this stuff.
And their names too.
It's crazy.
Becky
Katsopoulos
Katsopoulos.
was a pull.
That's
I'm Becky, I know.
Becky, Jesse Katsopoulos. Come on.
I didn't watch this show.
I didn't either.
Oh, you guys are too cool.
I
No,
didn't.
you're old.
You're too old. Yeah.
I was.
You're too old too, probably.
Yeah.
We had
45.
that the dog walk like draft the other day of like childhood shows, and like I know of all of them, but I don't think I really did.
Well, you had a terrible upbringing.
like.
That's why I love you, baby.
What shows
I've
were you
never heard of
watching growing
these.
up?
Cheers.
Yep.
Wonder Years.
Yep.
I was watching 227. I was watching All in the Family.
Yep.
Yeah, you're old. You're old. as
Watch
fuck.
that.
Oh, dude, you
so
couldn't-
funny.
You couldn't. There's
Wonder Years is one of the greatest shows of all time.
Dude.
It's just the sense of
It's very
humor,
real.
the reality of
The
life.
dad was just like a fucking.
Everything was unapologetically
Yep.
dark,
Yep.
dramatic,
I didn't
and
even
funny
realize until I was like older that it was a show from the 80s, because they did. What time period was that supposed to be?
It's supposed to be post-Vietnam. The,
Yeah.
the father was an alcoholic
Yes,
coming home
yeah,
from
yeah,
Vietnam.
yeah. It was I mean,
Beating
that
his
show was-
kids.
right. It was like I remember being very afraid of
Yeah.
the dad in that, being like,
Yeah,
Though he had a temper.
yeah, that was real.
yeah.
Yeah,
And you
that
just
was
look
bad.
at
Kevin
it all
and
the way
Wayne?
through, like, I'd say 70s and 80s. There's nothing better than movies, television. Everything was just
I
so
say this about,
iconic.
like the 80s and 90s.
And then into the 90s, like mid-90s, that's when you fruits came around. They started playing this type of shit. And we lost touch of reality.
I went back and watched old episodes of Taxi.
Taxi ruled. Watch Taxi.
You guys are
Holy-
1,000. Everyone's turning off the podcast.
Taxi, I don't even know if Taxi was in color, dude.
Actually, the only thing in
It was
color
a
was
talkie.
the
Was
Taxi.
the, yeah.
Charlie Chaplin show is
Danny
fucking
DeVito was
great.
actually 6 feet tall in that show.
Dude, what a legend he is. I mean, he's been doing it for like
Crazy.
eight decades now.
Yeah.
Like,
He still has my favorite answer ever given on the show, where he came on, he was promoting something with his daughter, and
Did he stand up for this mic or did he sit down?
no, he honestly, so it was in the
it
other
was
studio.
he had trouble.
and it was like we had to boost him up.
we
to
had,
help him in
like
the chair.
high chairs,
Yeah.
you know, and we had to like physically put him in the chair.
But I had asked him like about.
Do you video that? Because I would just like to watch that.
That might have been at Sirius, actually.
That was at Sirius.
Yeah, at Sirius, we had to like physically put him in the chair.
But I had asked him like,
Did you get on one knee? Come here, little buddy. Come on over here.
I just got down on hands and knees. I got down on all fours and he just stepped on my back. And just crawled up top.
but I asked him like about the different iterations of and generations of Hollywood he's been through, like what was his favorite, like the 60s, the 70s, and he's like explaining all of them, and he's like, the 60s were great because blah 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 blah, the 70s were great because blah 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 blah, the 80s, I was snowblown the whole time.
He lost a decade. He was like, I don't remember a decade.
That rules.